Tracy, and today we ask the question, why do people cheat? We're going to hear Tracy's response and her boyfriend Frederick's response. So, why do people cheat? Why do people cheat?
I think people cheat because they're missing something in a relationship. It's something that's not being fulfilled in that particular relationship. Instead of having a conversation about what's not being fulfilled, they go out and seek it from someone else.
Okay. Frederick, would you care to respond?
I agree with that, but definitely it's the lack of something. Usually it's intimacy, or some of them might be hypo or hypersexually sexual. Some of them may be, I guess, they just want to lead the relationship. You just really don't really know how to tell someone, or just satisfy their own ego. Number one too, you know. So, but definitely, I think the number one would be just they're not getting something sexual, or the respect is not there. There's not a reciprocity to that. And then they go out here and find Jody, or they find LaQuisha, and their phone's always on, and they're always got an ear, and they always got a shoulder cry on, and then there it goes.
There you go. That is a great because of insecurities. Some pretty much blame childhood trauma because of what they saw when they were being brought up. They feel like internally it's okay, but it's not, so it tends to be a hard habit to break. Others just feel insecure because of what they feel like they're not giving or getting, and they feel like they have to seek it somewhere else. Instead of just communicating with the other person of, you're not exhibiting the way or things that I want to be loved. So I feel like we should either one, discuss or how we can meet in the middle, or two, just go our separate ways. That is a really good answer. That is a really good answer. That is a great response.
I think it comes from a place of people never being able to be happy. They need to rely on other people to make them happy. They don't have somebody constantly giving them attention, and they feel like they're not good enough. So they take it out on the person that they love.
That's a really good answer. You want to answer?
I would just say that kind of the same thing. People expect way too much from others, and they're not satisfied by the relationship that they're in, no matter how good it is. And so they go out.
Yeah. Okay, so those are two really great responses.
People cheat because maybe their significant other is not doing what, or not, it's not meeting their standards pretty much.
Okay.
So they find something better.
That's a really good answer, because it's definitely likely, right?
I think it's because they're not happy with themselves or happy with each other because they don't know each other. So they say, you know what, you're far away from me, and then if, like, say like you're home alone and you got someone like distraction going on, and someone tries to get a hold of you, like those that I see, it's because they're not happy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not. I don't think it's you know. I've been married 14 years, so I'm on one woman. You know.
Okay. I think that's a really good response. It is usually that, so that's a great answer.
Why do I feel like people cheat?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like people cheat?
Probably because they're tired of the person they're being with, probably. Pretty sure, yeah.
That's a pretty good answer.
Tired of it.
Okay.
But they're scared to lose that, so they try to be sneaky and cheat.
I like that. I like that response. Why do you believe that?
I feel like people cheat because maybe they're bored. Maybe they just want to go have fun for a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, so we got maybe
but
they're bored.
I think what he think is good. Like he just took it out of my mouth.
It was a really good response. Like they don't want the person to find out, so they sneak into it because they don't want to lose them, but they want to be selfish and think of themselves. Mm-hmm. Okay, so following up, and we're gonna end this very soon, you guys.
I feel like people cheat because they have something wrong with in themselves. Like there's something they're missing in themselves. I don't think it has something to do with the partner. I think it's all internal. If that makes sense.
I think that's a really good answer.
Personally, I got cheated on by a military man, so that's already a red flag. And I think he was just very insecure because when you have someone who's like, you're dating someone who's cuter than you, I think you get a little bit insecure. So honestly, I just think he didn't know how to handle like a bad bitch. I don't know.
Dang, in that order, okay?
That's right.
We're gonna need you wherever you are to know how to handle a bad one, okay?
His TikTok is ashtonwood._02 if you want to know. My TikTok's Grace Kyler and my Instagram. Follow me. I do hair too. So.
Okay, so check out Grace and go check out her cheating ex, okay? Because she definitely tagged him in it.
And don't date military men, okay?
Dang, you heard it straight from the source. She's dated one before, so that's her response on it.
I feel like most people cheat because they don't know either how to get out or just because they're simply messed up in the head and they don't know how to be faithful in a relationship.
Absolutely. I could have said it better myself. It's a great response.
Okay, so for me personally, being in a relationship, I feel there can be a lack of, I guess, self-worth or even realizing what the person, your significant other, can give you. So it can be like, if let's say somebody cheats, it's like, well, I cheated because I didn't feel loved. But really it's their own insecurities and their doubts in the relationship and not the person assuming things, their own interpretation of how it's going. So I think that's the way I feel like people cheat. It's like the lack of confidence in themselves.
Insecurities, huh?
Insecurities, yeah.
That's a really good answer. Really good answer. What do you feel about it, Tia?
I think there's usually like something that they feel like isn't being fulfilled, or it could be just wanting something new. So
that's a good answer. Also, Dominique.
Well, I think people have a grass is greener mentality. Like they think that, oh, like this is once you get what you want, it's not actually what you want. So I think there's a sense of like, yeah, maybe it's better over there, or curiosity rather than being content with what you have.
That's a great answer. Like all you guys' answers is really good, but that one is one for people to think about because I think you do find yourself in a situation and it's what you think you want, and I don't think you realize that mentally. And so you see someone else where it looks like the grass is greener, and if you find yourself over there, you realize it may not be that, and now you're like steady searching. So those were all really good answers. I'm gonna ask you guys the final answer now. So with that, you guys, to end this, one last question. With the responses, they're really good responses. What do you guys feel about poly?
Poly, I am not a fan of poly. I'm definitely a monogamous girl, so I'm not a fan of poly. I mean, but I'm no hard feelings against anybody that does that. But for me, it's just I want to be with that person. If I'm not getting off from that person, either I can settle for what I'm getting from them or leave the situation. But I'm not a fan of bringing someone else in to help supplement what's missing. What about you, babe?
Okay. You mean polyamorous? Okay. I'm not a fan of it, but I know people that do it, and they do it out of religious reasons and such. Some of them just say it's God-given right to do. And there's plenty of people out there that's into it and that want to do it.
Absolutely.
And you know, they to each his own, but no, that would not be something that I would delve into at all. But I know several people that do it, that's doing it actively now, and that are seeking. But there's plenty of people talking to these guys, these are men that I know, and talking to them, they know plenty of women, young and old, that are willing to be in these poly relationships and to be one big family unit.
Absolutely.
And women do it too, babe. Women do it too. Women have 2 men too now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to these guys, because they got groups and all this stuff that they go out here and look for and all that stuff.
It's definitely
It's a whole community out here.
Yes, it is.
It absolutely is. Well, I think that those were some great responses. So with that, thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you, Frederick. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you both, and you guys just met a new poly couple.
All right.
Is there any platforms you would guys like to shout out while you're here?
No, not really. Not for me. What about you, babe? No.
Okay.
Thank
With that, you gave such a great response. Yeah. How do you feel about poly and people that practice it?
That's a discussion that both parties need to have. For the simple fact of, I may be okay with you having another partner while I'm around versus while I'm not. Or along the lines of, if we're both going to be dating this person, what ground groundwork and guidelines do we have between each other, what's okay, what's not. And sometimes that's not disclosed or it's not brought up periodically throughout the relationship to make sure both parties are okay. Because that's the thing with poly relationship, you have to be communicative. With any relationship, period. But especially with that one, because you're instituting another individual that also has to be able to mesh with the two of you, being that y'all have a solid foundation in order to bring somebody in. So it's really just communication and being able to be comfortable and trusting your partner to let them know, like, hey, this is what I'm okay with. Hey, this is what I'm not. Like, can we work something out? Like, I don't feel comfortable. That's pretty much what people don't do now, is communicate. And that's pretty much what boils down to all relationships across the board. So
that was a great response. Now, I don't think I've asked too many people a third question, but I think based on her response, I think I'm going to ask Michelle a third question. Are you poly? It was such a good response.
No, I'm not. But I have been open to it in the past. Okay. Like I said, it always just dealt with the communication aspect. I see nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with it. I would do it, but I just know me.
Absolutely.
As a person, it's kind of hard to let go of the solidarity you have with another individual, or the fact that it may feel like it can be jeopardized by somebody else based on feelings. Because once you start it, it could go another total way. One person may feel like they are more of a match with the other person than they are you. So it's just like I don't want to say a waiting game, but it's a communicative waiting game in order to be able to, one, talk about what you want, and two, see where it goes.
Absolutely.
So,
that is real. That is real.
Yeah, it was a great answer.
Yeah, you offered this. Okay, like I would have thought you practiced this because you had great responses.
Right, I wish we were giving out prizes for the best answer.
I know. While we have you here, is there a platform you would like to shout out?
Hot Dog on a Stick, that's where I work. But really just pretty much support all Black businesses as much as you can, and really just business period, because people in customer service, totally different ballpark. It may seem easy, but if y'all see the videos of what goes on in customer service, in real life happen, but it takes a strong person individually to be able to stick it out and be able to communicate with people on a daily, like regardless of attitude. And that's how you can pretty much transition that into your relationship, because baby, you don't know how everybody gonna react once you say what you gotta say.
That's real. That's real. I love it. Absolutely. So we've heard an awesome response from Miss Michelle, and everything that she said is on so many different levels to be true, to be very true. And this is a real one. Like, her energy was already great from the moment we walked up, so she's telling you from the heart how to handle people out here, because she knows it within. Given her response, she's able to do this. Okay, so just know that you have to be a special type of person to be able to stay here and deal with the energy that comes from some people, because you don't know what they're going through, and they possibly can or cannot care what you're going through, and they're going to act accordingly, and you have to maintain professionalism. And so because of that, it takes a strong type of person to do that. And that's what
if
you know.
you give kindness, you get kindness, like straight up.
Absolutely.
Like, that's all it takes across the board. No matter what you're doing, just be polite, be kind, say thank you, you know, yes, no. Like, it's the little things that we were taught when we were younger that makes a difference while you're an adult, to just push you through your day.
Yeah.
Like, and it makes other people, you know, balance their day out. If they having a horrible day, they'll be like, you know what, I thank you for, you know, taking care of me, being nice, because, man, the day that I had. Or people just being able to acknowledge the type of person that you are, your work ethic, and how you come across, because that also transitions into your daily life too. So just be kind. That's all I gotta say. Just be kind and be nice.
I know, that's right. Thank you so
No
much,
problem,
Michelle.
love.
You are a ball of energy. I love it. Thank you so much.
I try to be.
So we're going to finish that with one last question, okay? So we've heard your responses on to you. Now, what do you guys think about it?
I mean, personally, I wouldn't do it, but I mean, if that's what makes you happy, then go for it. I have no problem with it. It doesn't affect me at all.
Okay. Thank you.
You look like you down for poly.
not my thing. No, it's not my thing.
But what do you feel? So is that like your final answer? Like it's just not your thing? Well, how do you feel about people who choose to live that lifestyle? Because they live it for multiple different reasons. So what is your thoughts on like how people choose to live this life?
I mean, like, kind of what she said. Like, if you want to do that, you can go do that, and I'll kind of live in my own little bubble.
Yeah. I love you guys' responses, and thank you so much for stopping and taking the time to do this interview with us. So nice to meet you, Emma. Nice to meet you, Elias. You guys have a great day. That's it. Thank you. Okay, so with that, finishing off, what do you feel about poly? Are you familiar with poly?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of just, that's what you're into, then do it, Shouldn't be anybody else's business.
Absolutely. That is a great response. So you guys heard it. So with that, because you are happily married of 14 years, what do you feel about poly?
Is that the one that has the side on the side? Chick or whatever?
So poly is pretty much, it gives you the opportunity, that person, to love multiple people. You can be in a multiple relationship.
Like an open relationship. Yep.
Similar, but yeah, pretty much. It's very similar.
Totally against it. Always been one woman. It's you share with that woman with you every day. You know what I mean? That's what I do. It's like I look forward to what's gonna happen today. That's just that one woman. There's no void in my life without that. You know what I mean? So it's always got to be about my woman, my wife, and that's it. That's how it comes down to it. Would never ever.
Okay, I love that. So how do you feel about people who choose? Because there's multiple reasons people choose.
I mean, if you're not ready, if you're not there yet, you know what I mean, that can be an option. There's no ties connected yet. There's no like you fall into, if you do it into marriage, then it's kind of a, depending on like if you're spiritual or if you believe in God and all that, that kind of goes against you. But what I'm saying is like before, it's kind of like an experimental game, I think. If they're gonna be like, hey, you know what, I have this and this going on, but you know what I mean. But if there's no ties connected to it, then I think that for them it's okay. For me.
Thank you so
guys.
much, Brian.
Thank you.
Have a good day. What do you guys feel about poly?
About what?
About poly. So real quick, to shorten it, poly, there's different forms, but in specific, polyamory. Polyamory people can love multiple people at once. So it's like it could be a 3-way, 4-way relationship. What do you guys feel about that?
I mean, it's cool, yeah.
There's people do that, huh? People do that? People for real do
I
that?
mean, it's cool, yeah.
It is a
I mean,
real
if it's
life.
for them, then yeah.
Yeah, for them, yeah.
There's certain people it's for them, and people want to stay committed to one person.
So while it may not be for you guys respect it. Or it could possibly be for you guys, just not right now.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm rich. And I got multiple daddies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, those were great responses. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. And do you guys have any platforms you guys want to shout out before we go?
Yeah, shout out Danny Don't Do It. Come check me out on my YouTube page. You already know what it is. He's going up. RT and
Thank you guys.
Sure.
With that response, and that's a great response, what do you feel about poly? People who choose to be poly?
My sister is poly and she loves it. It's not for me.
Okay.
I don't knock it one way or other, but my sister does it and she's happy. For me, it's not for me. I'm a believer and I believe it's one person for everybody, not 2, 3 people.
Absolutely, and that is a great response because you're going to have monogamous people, you're going to have poly people, as long as we can be in unity and respect each other. That's it. And I love that you said you respect it because we are a poly couple, married of 13 years, but we've been practicing poly for 3.
Whatever works though. My sister loved it. She like, we got a babysitter, we got somebody at home, so we got help with the bills. So I'm like, okay, it works. Thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck, you guys.
Thank you so much. With that, one more question.
Okay.
What do you feel about people who choose to be poly?
Who choose to be poly? Ugh. People who do it are stronger than I am because I could never do it. I could never. I'm very territorial. So I
That
don't
is
think I
a
can
bomb
do it.
response.
Yeah.
That is a bomb
I mean, to each their own, but I could never do it. So
I love it. So it's not for Grace, but respect to those who do it. I feel
yeah,
it. I love it.
definitely.
Awesome, Grace. You were
Thank
awesome.
you.
Check out her platform, you guys, okay?
Check me
Thank you,
out.
Grace. You were awesome.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye. So because of that, how do you feel about people who choose to be poly?
like it's your choice. I'm way too jealous, and I would never be okay with that. But props to you if you can do it. I'm not for it, but it's all up to you.
I love it. So it's not for her, but respect to those who it's for. Great response. Thank you so much, Alyssa. While we have you here, do you have a platform you would like to shout out?
I don't actually, so no. I'm boring.
It's okay. Thank you so much, Alyssa. You are awesome. Alyssa, you are awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good one.
With those great answers that you guys given, what do you guys feel about Holly?
Okay, so I'm gonna be open. I actually had
No pun intended.
no pun intended. Okay, so I actually have a background with poly, but becoming a Christian, I realized that for myself, I couldn't. The Bible preaches about being with a man, and doesn't talk about multiple people. And there could be a lot of, for me personally, there was a lot of lustfulness in a polyamorous relationship. It wasn't like a mutual agreement. I know there's couples out there that do that, but personally for me, I know that it would go against my own conscience because of where I'm at right now in my own relationship, and how I view things differently, becoming a Christian.
Awesome. Thank you. Sierra?
I feel like for me, it's kind of in relation to the first response. Like, yeah, like people feel like a need or something that like they want isn't being satisfied within one relationship, so they go and look for it within something else. And I don't know, like I think of it as like eating or like food or something. Like if I eat something and I don't feel satisfied with what I ate, like I'm gonna go eat something else. So yeah, personally, like that's not my lifestyle or something that like I would choose to do, but yeah, it's here, people do it. So
Good, absolutely. Great response.
So I'm also Christian. So from a biblical perspective, I would say like no, I wouldn't really get into that. But also I know myself, and I'm very like jealous. I wouldn't like the concept of like oh there's another woman, or it would be too much for me. So either way, yeah, I would say no.
That's the honest response. That's real because it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? Like we have these different lifestyles, and you have to be a part of the one that suits you comfortably, right? Those are great responses. I love everybody's response. Like it is good. While we still have you guys here, I'm like I haven't did this today, but I'm kind of like thinking about your responses, and they were really good, so they're in my head. So excuse me. But while we have you guys here, would you guys like to shout out any of your platforms?
International Christian Church.
Come on.
Come out to church with us.
Hey.
Look us up. That's
yeah, if you guys want to study the Bible, my Instagram is TIE_RR_A. Feel free to message me.
Absolutely, and there you have it from these lovely ladies. Thank you guys so much. You are awesome.